That's my second action.
Okay. That is actually a hit.
Last action, I'm gonna get another javelin.
Okay.
He's gonna stay where he's at.
That's go ahead and roll it. That's a miss. Miss. And a miss. Marking off the arrows, right? Or the bolts. Cool, cool. Okay. Blue, purple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He knows enough to go after the less armored one. His distance, he's got a -2. But the first one goes after Fitz. He's throwing. What's your AC? That is a hit. It meets.
How far away is Fitz?
15 feet.
Liberating step. That's my action.
Okay. Fitz, you may move 1 square. And you take how much less?
5.
You take 0 damage, but give me a fortitude save. You are fine. You are not deafened. Second one comes at you. At only -5 this time because you got closer. Miss. Miss. Next up is red-green. Nancy, you look dangerous. But yeah, to Nancy, 3. You look a little more dangerous than Julian with the lightning. So 1 at 2 at Nancy, and then 1 at Julian.
Very well.
AC's 19.
Nancy, take 2 bludgeoning and give me a fortitude save. The other 2 miss. And take 2 bludgeoning, which I think you already did. Wow, you are all just rocking these fortitude saves so far. This one, however, 1 action to step. No, he didn't need to. He did not need to. He has a long spear. It has reach.
And it's not in the air, it landed?
Yeah, it landed. It only had to move 25 feet. Yeah. That's a hit for 0 piercing. What's your AC? 13? Or 14?
Right now.
Let me see. Hit for 0, hit for 1, and a miss. This last snake. Jillian's the only one near. AC 15.
Perfectly reasonable. Yes, indeed.
That is a hit. That is a crit, actually. For 2 damage and a fortitude save.
Very well.
Come on. Poison, 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 poison. You take 7 points of poison damage. As you have stage 1 poison.
Total.
Correct. That is the first hit. The second hit misses. And the third attack with a -10 misses. Fibblethip.
Quick question.
Yep.
Are these Fey? Because that would change some of the earlier saves and the like.
These are not Fey.
Alright. Still deafened? Is there a duration?
Oh, didn't expect that to be hot. 1 round. So you are not deafened. You were deafened last round, not this round.
Alright. He's going to look at the creature, try and talk to it in Sylvan. Just be like, that order, are you sure you want to do that? Nick doesn't respond, and he's like, oh, guess it's not a
It does respond. You invaders.
Fine, fine. At least give us a warning, though. Do you want to continue this fight?
Leave.
He sighs. If you promise to not attack the odd passerby and instead ask them to leave the forest, then we can go. But if you are dangerous to people walking through,
We
have to
defend.
stay.
We defend our territory from invaders.
Alright. I guess he'll call out in common. The odd trees are just territorial. You still want to take them out?
Does anybody want to use their reaction?
That depends. They want to take us out?
Only as long as we're here.
I can't say anything else, I don't think.
I'll let you say one more thing.
I mean,
Are
if
we
they let us,
killing them or not?
if they let us leave.
What do you think, Fibblethip?
Well, I know what Fibblethip would like to do. He says, I shall only stay as long as my friends are in danger here. Do what you must, my tall tree friend. He'll spend a stride to walk around.
These are small. They just blend in with the trees.
My small tree friend. Actually, it's about the same size as him. My perfectly sized tree friend. 25 feet of movement.
Right.
He's gonna start his performance. Say, wow, these are, look at how interesting these creatures are. You know, this reminds me of this one time.
At Bandcamp?
Alright, so that's the start of his performance. His final action, since they do speak Sylvan, the one that sort of stabbed him, he's just going to, you know, return that look, and he's just gonna see, like, I would really prefer it if you don't strike at me again. He'll attempt to demoralize.
Okay. roll it. That's their willpower, right?
Yeah, it's like a wisdom flat.
Gotcha.
Like you just add 10 plus.
Wisdom or will?
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Anything else?
Nope, that's all actions. So Inspire Courage is up.
Green orange. That fits. He's throwing these things. And yells out in common, "Intruders, leave! Run! Go! Flee!" Fits. That's a hit for 5 and a fortitude save. What's your AC? 18? Okay, yeah. Hit for 5 and a fortitude save. Miss. You are deafened for 1 round. Exactly. Jillian. That smells good. She's eating homemade.
We'd be happy
something.
to just stop throwing things at us. Says, let's. I don't know if it's even possible at this point, or if we're like way past that point of no return. Where is it? I'd like to make an impression.
You're gonna make me look this up. Okay.
And I have the group impression, so I can do 2 of them at the same time.
I think it's when you first show up, but I'm double checking.
If you have a feat, you can do it when you first show up. Otherwise, it's usually a minute of social interaction to make an impression. So unless you have that feat, and I have it for Fae, but not for other creatures yet, you have to spend time in a social situation to make an impression. You can't do it in the middle of combat unless you want to wait a minute.
Do you wish to talk for 10 rounds?
He will. Oh, okay. So he'll turn, look at everyone else, and say, "I think we should go. I have no interest in killing people. Come, Tobias."
No, you can't. So what are your actions?
Well, how obvious is it that Fitz can't hear me?
He's shaking his head and kind of hitting his ear.
Okay. First action, I'm going to him. Kind of putting a hand on his arms and like mouthing, "We're going," and then kind of leading him eastward.
Fitz, you would be able to... Okay.
Leave the plants alone. I'll explain better. I'll explain when you can hear better. Exactly. And you'll lead him east. Go east, young.
Are you going to allow him to pull you along, Fitz? Okay. I'll let you have one action of movement, and Fitz uses one of his actions here. Loses an action for it.
Perfect work here.
Into the difficult terrain.
Yeah, we didn't know. Or at least I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, you would see little trees starting to sprout and grass forming.
No. Then we would have gone, like, I don't know, like, around it. I don't know exactly where it's at.
Up there.
Okay. That's, I guess, his turn.
Nancy.
So we're not killing these things that randomly attacked us for walking in the forest?
Oh, I'm sorry. Jillian, give me a fortitude save.
Oh, yeah, because the snake. Yep.
Okay, you are no longer poisoned. You still take the poison damage first, though. Sorry. For 2.
I'm still alive.
Now it's Nancy.
So killing these things that randomly attacked us for walking in the forest, or are we leaving?
I'll use my action to say, I mean, at least I plan on leaving. It's their home and we bust in, so I do the same probably. And this isn't the path.
Nancy will move up there for her first action, and then spend her second 2 actions to hold an attack if they get attacked.
Okay. Squeegee.
Oh. Squeegee is going to attack Red Bull again. So he throws javelin.
Okay.
So much for the champion.
That's a hit.
That's maximum damage on both rolls.
That's a kill. So as everyone else is leaving, Squeegee is attacking.
Okay, now I can go. Squeegee's gonna use his movement to...
Everything in 30 feet of this one is difficult terrain.
Okay, Squeegee will get there. Look to Julian and... Okay. It's okay, Squeegee will handle. And he touches him and casts Lay on Hands for 12 HP.
I don't think they're going to let us go after that one. Fiddlethip gives a short, sad sigh.
Fitz, you're being dragged. You've got 2 actions.
Well, I put such a negative picture in one's head.
So you would have been going against being pulled away? You'd be walking away while shooting back? Okay. Go ahead and shoot. It's a kill. Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 40 is the range. What's your Range and commit. Really? Why is it so much better than the light crossbow? Or the regular crossbow? Okay.
Don't know if it matters, but I technically have performance going up. You still get +1 to your damage and attack rolls.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Let me see. The one to the
but he
south.
can't hear, so I guess he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Fits. The one to the south. Which triggers Nancy.
I'm not within reach of anything, so
Okay. It misses 3 times. Orange green. 10, 15, 25, 30. Okay. Attacks fits. Misses 3 times. Where are my rolls? Fitz took them earlier today. Or Gavin did. Fibble Fit. You're in difficult terrain. Squeegee and Fitz kept attacking.
Yes. Alright. He will go up to these 2. Just slightly, because he's in difficult terrain, and say, I'm very sorry. My friends can't hear what's going on, and they're very confused. If you need vengeance, let them leave you in peace, and if you really feel you must, you can have me. In Sylvan. He'll just hold his hands up, nothing in him, and wait.
Okay. And I was wrong. It was red, green, and then purple, blue, purple. Now it's green, orange. Green, orange goes after Fitz. Hit, miss, miss. Fitz, take 2 bludgeoning and make me a fortitude save. Okay, take 0 damage and make me a fortitude save. And you can move 1. No longer blind, no longer deafened. Julian.
Well, I guess I heard that.
Yeah.
Ugh, he sighs. Sorry, I hadn't planned for this.
What? Party murder hobos?
Huh?
Champion and the rogue being murder hobos?
I heard something about
only
robos.
one of the rogues was being a murder hobo, to be fair.
I said the champion and one of the rogues being a murder hobo.
Well, I mean, I kind of expected the rogue, but the champion, I thought better of. Need to change his alignment.
Yeah, Fitz was just role playing, you know, that you couldn't hear
I
what was
know.
going on.
I know.
Did he respond, or did he like say it in a like in common to us?
To get out? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he explained that they were territorial and were attacking because we were in their territory and they can't understand most people.
Funny, Gavin. So, what are you doing, Julian?
I'm reading my spells.
Okay.
I'd like to imagine in combat the wizard's just like, open spellbook. Looks through.
Well, it's more like open spellbook.
Yes, the sigh is really important.
So I'm in difficult terrain.
Yes.
So how does that work exactly?
2 actions to move 1.
One like regular like
One
movement
square.
speed, or?
1 square.
Ah. And so where exactly are the borders of this difficult terrain?
Let me put an R up. And this one is actually 20 because he's up in the air.
I guess he'll use 2 actions to go right.
It's just half move, isn't it?
You said 1.
So like one moving 1 square costs 2 movement.
Which 1 movement is action?
Of 25 feet.
What?
So
No.
to move 25 feet would be 2 actions, not 1.
Yes. So if your speed is 25 feet, then it takes 2 actions to move that much.
The way you worded it made no sense.
Basically, half movement. Same as usual.
It costs 5 extra feet to move through. Wait a minute.
Yes, so it's double movement.
Hold
5
on.
feet.
No. Hold on. 5 extra feet of movement to enter a space of difficult terrain.
Yeah, so it costs double your movement.
Right.
So it would be 2 actions for 25 feet or whatever your movement is.
No. Every 5 feet costs you 10 feet. So 1 action, instead of moving 25, you can move 10. And then for the second move, you can move 10. Third move, you can use 10.
Terrain rules is on page 514.
I think the way they were saying is it like technically half of 25 is like
For 12, but we don't have 12, we have 5s.
But if you
If
put
you're
12 and
using
12
two
together,
actions to move consecutively, you can go half a square
yeah, that's what they're getting at. That's
and
better.
get
I'll
than-
allow it.
5 feet of movement per, so it'd be 25 feet for 2 actions.
I'll allow it. Because I messed up earlier.
He'll adjust his monocle at Fitz using the thingamajig. And say, next time aim higher. And then use many 2 actions to get over there. And on your turn, instead of you can choose to use the 18.
Before you
Is
roll.
he basically, huh?
Before you roll.
Yeah. He basically looked into the future and said, like, you're gonna miss unless you aim higher. That's his turn. That's all he got. That's 3 actions. Did you hear me?
Yeah. Sparks sent me the thing I just read. Okay. Nancy.
Are we attacking them, yes or no?
I'm not. Julian says he's walking away.
She looks to Fitz and then others.
Doesn't seem they want to attack us if we're not in their territory. So for now, we should leave them and talk on their terms, so that they don't feel threatened.
Fitz, you did hear that they wanted you to leave because you invaded their territory. That was before you became deafened. And then you saw Squeezy attack one. Yeah.
Squeegee, are we attacking them, yes or no?
Although, in fairness, I think that was because of misunderstanding out of character.
No, there's a reason.
Okay, so we're leaving. Then I will use all my movement to get to like, or however much movement it will cost, and wait for everyone else.
Okay. Squeezy, your turn.
Squeaky's gonna say, yes, invade their territory. But if other people invade their territory, then they kill them because they can't understand people. Ignorance and stupidity is no reason to kill people. That's evil.
Can you say that in a normal voice so we can understand you, please, first?
Basically, Squeaky said, yes, they said we invaded their territory, but if other people walked through here and killed them because they think that they're invading their territory, that ignorance and stupidity is not a reason to kill people.
And bearing in mind they spoke to us in common.
Huh? No, they haven't spoken to us in common.
Yeah, they did.
Yes, they have.
Then what? Makes no sense.
The first time they spoke in Sylvan. The second time they spoke in Common.
And Julian will point out there's no reason for most people to come this way since the road doesn't go through this area. We're actually several miles away from the road.
Yep.
Well, people, they said that there's rumors of people going missing in this area, right? They spoke in common and said they were invading in their territory,
Yep.
but when Doublefit spoke, it was something different.
Correct.
It's really confusing out of character.
They speak multiple languages.
Yeah,
But their
Doublefit
excuse
said-
is that they don't understand people, but
They're-
yet they've communicated with things.
Exactly. So
Who-
that's
when-
probably why.
Wait, when did they say that?
Could be cultural differences. That's what Fibblefit was thinking.
Doublefit said that they had misunderstandings and that they couldn't understand other people. So when they say that, but they speak in common, it doesn't add up.
Can I insight check that?
On your turn.
It,
Can I do
in
it?
theory, is still my turn.
Is that a skill?
As an action. It's social. Or no, this would be nature.
Can
You want me
I
to roll
roll?
nature for insight?
If you move back instead of using all your movement.
I mean, in theory, that was only 2 actions of movement together.
Really?
Can I use diplomacy now that I'm thinking about this to think about it? Or is it nature by itself?
That's 2. And you'd be there. And that's 3 actions to get there, Nancy.
So if I go back to there, can I check them?
Sure.
It'd be
This
nature,
is-
yeah?
Character, this is making more sense.
I'm not sure what's confusing about the situation.
They seem to be telling the truth.
Nancy just shrugs. They seem they might be telling the truth. I don't know. They look like they might be, but I'm also very far away.
Which brings us to Squeegee.
Yeah, the out of character force in Gent is they can speak common, but the Fibblefit said that they have a hard time understanding people, yet they can communicate with us.
Then that's a mistake on Philippitz's part. Then probably
I don't know. Can I?
because right now it's not very obvious what the situation is. They're basically get off my lawn, you crazy
Yeah.
damn kids, and they're waving a shotgun at us.
The world is full of travel. No one owns a place.
They're basically Texans, and I say this as one.
Say technically.
Is it nature to insight people, Greg?
For these.
Okay, I'll attempt with an action.
I'll be right back.
Can't see.
From your distance, you're having difficulty. However, the crit increases it up to a success. They seem to be telling the truth. They want you gone.
No. I was trying to see. I wasn't inciting about that they want us gone. I'm inciting whether or not we can communicate with, or they, from what
What
people.
what you heard from Green Orange was very much leave, out, invader, flee.
Leave out.
One word sentences.
Oh.
Basically, what you get from them, they're not very intelligent.
Can I make a religion? I don't know. I like out of character. I'm trying to figure out. Is like what my god would want. It's like what would doesn't do.
That.
Because my god is based off of creatures living free and, you know, unrestrained and enslaved. And it's my job to liberate them. But at the same point, if anyone's doing evil acts or killing people for no reason because they just want to or whatever, it doesn't align with what he stands for. So, can I diplomatic with them? Correct.
It'll take 10 rounds.
Oh god. Scrooge is gonna look to him and say, okay. Scrooge don't want you to hurt anyone just because they're coming to this place because they want to come. So, Scrooge will let you go and you can live free. You attack us first. I don't care if you were stumbling into your territory. What you do is bad. And you could have talked to us first. But because you didn't, Scrooge will let you live. Okay? As he takes out a javelin and just looks at them.
Okay. That's your third action, right?
Yep.
Fifth. Okay.
He's just looking it.
Good deal.
Oh.
Because of the distance, it misses Fitz. Mrs. Fitz, Mrs. Fitz.
They're still attacking?
Fitz. They're still attacking Fitz. That was purple or blue purple missed. Red green missed. Now it's Fibblethip.
Alright, so he's just chilling there. Hands up, and Sylvan says, sorry to intrude. We're just looking for other people like us that are dead. When you scare people off, do you hurt or do you kill or just hurt them?
Try and make leave. If not, dead.
He's not attacking, he's just
Yeah.
talking in Sylvan.
Sorry, I said it without hitting the button. In Sylvan, try and make leave. If not, dead.
Are there dead people here?
Kind of shrugs.
Alright. stay to talk, or should I leave right now?
Leave.
He nods.
Out. Get. Leave.
He'll leave.
Okay.
Before taking a quick glance to see if there's dead not animals. Dead people.
Okay, give me a perception. From where you are, you do not see any dead not people, not animals. You don't even see the bodies of the creatures. Yeah, you don't see the bodies of the creatures. They exploded in.
So that's because they exploded.
Yep.
Alright, well, he'll start to leave.
Okay. 3 actions, 35 feet. Green, orange. I believe at -4, -9, -14. Oh, miss. Julian.
I will use my remaining actions to 2 actions to head off the map, and use my last one to say, "Come, Tobias," who will then use its actions to.
Fly.
Yep.
Yes,
80
they are
feet.
fits. Or at least they're throwing things in your direction. Nancy?
Let's do like 5. So 2 actions to get here, and an action to grab Fitz's arm to stop him from killing more shit.
Okay. Fitz, do you resist?
I'm hoping he won't resist and he'll just take the hint, because I doubt I'll win a check again.
Okay. Squeegee. If you use your whole movement, you can get next to Fitz on the right. Or all 3 actions.
I'm thinking, this is a what would Jesus do moment.
Hashtag what would Desmond do?
Yep.
I already did what I only did with you, so. At least I think. We can never know, only guess the will of the gods.
I can't eat while I'm on stream. Or I won't eat while I'm on stream.
I know, but it's here when you're ready, when you're done.
But I'll get next bits.
What's that? Which brings us to Fitz. You leave?
He's gone.
Okay. They stop attacking. So long as you all leave, you are out of combat.
Alright, so we carefully wade through the sticky stuff of their dead, whatever, clanmates. Alright, Bibliothek will
confused.
dust
Why
himself
don't
off.
you move?
Well, they seem to be able to both talk to us and have, speech. They're intelligent. And they just want to protect their home. The question...
When they die, they explode. Not people do that.
It depends on how hard you kill them.
I don't kill them that hard. Listen.
Anyway,
Is that a... Why is there a black hole on the screen?
Listen, it represents us.
Okay.
It's a dot. It's the best I can do without going to somewhere else and pulling a flag. I don't have it as a thing.
you are right. We are not done yet. Of course, we should make sure that this place is safe for people that want to travel,
But
do what they do.
it clearly isn't safe if we're gonna get attacked every time we go in and then run away like a bunch of scared kids.
That's true.
The area of the woods was nowhere near the road. There's no reason for people to be in that area.
Well, people would may go off-road for hunting, gathering resources,
Then it's their
or
own
exploring.
stupid fault. To be
But-
fair.
Then we
It
won't.
warranted. I
Hold on,
believe it
hold on.
warrants discussion before we clear them out. That wasn't our job to do here, after all. They're interesting in their own right, and they're only aggressive if you refuse to listen to them. Once
Yes.
they throw a couple shots.
But people come here to collect wood. They need wood to survive in other places. If they come to collect wood and get killed by these things, what's the point?
So,
There's an
are we
entire
gonna go back
forest.
to kill them, or are we going?
Yes, there is an entire forest, but people don't think like that. If I was lumberjack man, Fuji would come to the closest places we can come to instead of going all the way down the road.
Yeah, but in all fairness, you could just go the same distance in the opposite direction and get woods too.
Who was on my
Yeah,
Sunday game?
Yeah, but in those
Me.
woods, kobolds try to kill people.
There was a logging camp.
Oh no,
there's a
I was
logging
in
camp.
Jensen Sunday.
There is a logging camp on the other side of the forest. People almost went missing, but we found out that he was just a day late.
The logging camp was actually
Huh?
the logging camp was about here.
Exactly. So, as long as they don't head north into that area, they're fine.
As long as they use the path, they're safe.
No, they don't use crap. Logging camp over there. There's kobolds over there that kill people on road and set up ambushes. These people do the same thing.
So what would you like us to do, Squiggy?
Personally, Scooby wants them to move. If they want to survive, they can move into a new place. It's not hard.
But they're not going to, because every time we go in there to try and convince them to, they're just going to try and kill us. So we have two options. We attack them back and they die, or listen to us, or we don't attack them back and just run off every time we go.
Listen. Squeegee thinks because he follows Butterfly Dad that everything can live free and that they can have their own life and own will. But when you take someone else's life, you're doing evil. Squeegee don't take people's life without cause. Squeegee has never taken a life
They
without being
attacked
attacked.
us! That is cause!
Because we invaded their homeland, their home.
No,
If you
we
kicked,
walked
if you
through a
kicked,
bit
if
of the
you,
forest.
if you kicked down my door and walked aside, I would be well within my rights to incinerate you.
That's not
It's the same for
that's
them.
like,
It is exactly the same. How is
No,
it not the
it's
same?
like someone walking through your garden when you didn't put a fence up to mark off that it was your garden.
Okay.
that makes no sense.
Well, sure, they weren't fairies, but they were creatures from the wildland. Something very much in tune with nature. Those wouldn't make artificial sectionings. To them, it would be obvious if something were territory or not. To us, it's not. And that is the issue. I've seen this with some other creatures as well. They're not inherently evil, but they're not very bright. And the moment they see something different, they're afraid and they will attack it. Now, we could take them out pretty easily. We proved that. But do you want to?
Yes?
I don't care either way. I just want us to make a decision.
I think that if this is a problem, if they are indeed the reason people go missing, which we haven't even confirmed, it's just that in this area people tend to go missing.
Kobolds lay trap for people who come down low. They did that last time, near the lagging camp. And this is north of lagging camp. But these people do the same thing just because you walk in forest, but
Alright,
other people
can't
are going
resist.
down. And if we don't do anything, someone else will.
Then people should use the path rather than walking through the forest. You stopped the kobolds, so they're no longer an issue. Can we? Are we going back to? Are we going back to deal with this today, or can we have this conversation back at the tavern?
Well, I would love to set up a little sign, but I don't have the tools here to do so.
That would be a good plan. But likewise, I don't have anything but making like that.
Okay, but if these things kill more people, it's on your hands. Squeegee tried to stop them. Squeegee even let them in, and so they can move on and be free.
If
So
we
you're-
can't make a sign to warn people, can't we just carve it into a tree or something?
That won't work.
That's the idea. I just don't have anything to do with.
And Nancy takes out one of her daggers. I need to roll to carve